Yeah, this one will do this time. This time! Hello everyone and welcome to my review of, or my thoughts, my brain on tape. It's on tape, it's digital. Of Godzilla X. I was going to point something out about that. Jump cut! X New Empire. I was like, why is it called Godzilla X Empire? Well, it's kind of always been like that. That's a really weird old like King Kong Godzilla. It's great. It is seriously great right now, right? Of all the stuff you can buy, which is terrifying for my bank account, all the stuff available, even though, you know, the Shoho era stuff's creeping out in ways, but it's really cool because back in the day when DVDs first came out and you were trying to watch Godzilla and King Kong, or King Kong X Godzilla as this one was, when it's clearly the Jeff Bridges King Kong and not the creepy little monkey that we've all become to know and love on the floor there. Yeah, anyway, big fan of Godzilla, always have been. Godzilla 1985, Godzilla 2 technically, scared the crap out of me as a kid, and Godzilla King Kong Lives. These are two that probably popped up in the last video I talked about. Now I say the last video, we're talking about King Kong Godzilla, came out in lockdown, and the day it was released I sat in front of that television, so close. And it was what it was. I came up here, I reviewed it, I think I stood in front of here, I think I stood in front of the other room. Now I'm not standing in front of the other room because I went to see Ghostbusters the other day, and Godzilla King of Monsters behind us. And I actually came home with the bucket and cup before they were out, thanks to my friend Aaron at the Odeon, who was meant to be giving me a one sheet. I have no idea where that's going to go, but size that bucket. Like seriously, couldn't even finish it. Ellen was actually trying to help me finish that and it just didn't happen. So basically, to get this out of the way straight away, I didn't get to see -1 at Christmas because I had a limited run over here, and Christmas was like one of the worst times for me in recent memory. So basically that didn't happen. I didn't get to see -1. Everyone's like, have you seen -1? There's kids, not even like about this, I going, have you not seen -1? I went, "Wah." You know, it was frustrating. So I will eventually see it. But the problem is getting to see stuff at the cinema, and this week I've been to the pictures twice, and I think I went to the pictures last year once. So it's crazy. Me and Ellen finished work the other night and went, should we go and see the Ghostbusters randomly? Got home at 1:45. It was so random. And then today I just went and seen Godzilla after work. It's a bank holiday Monday. It was absolutely crazy. I'm not going to lie, the trailer that was on Ghostbusters actually put me off because I've avoided all spoilers for this. This is Kong Skull Island poster, but for Godzilla Kong I avoided all spoilers and all trailers. I've got home tonight in the Bray Wyatt documentary, someone spoiled it within 2 minutes. I'm like, come on. You know, but again, so I went to see Ghostbusters. If you want to see my review about Ghostbusters, check it out. It has been released. It's in the other room. Godzilla behind it. Right, waffle over. So if you're a real Godzilla fan, Destroy All Monsters and Godzilla 85 are the two from my childhood, and Astro Monster from Outer Space. That now I've got an absolute bug, and I really want to watch Astro Monster from Outer Space now. It just popped in my head. They were the ones as a kid that fascinated me. Not Bobcat Goodworth as well, popping up one crazy summer as Godzilla wrecking the place, you know what I mean? And an icon, and like, you know, Godzilla didn't have a presence on DVD here in the UK, and as much as an icon it is, check out Slimehouse TV, Theo's video when he goes to Japan and the Godzillas. You know, it's an icon. He is the juggernaut of Japan, and Theo goes up to the hotel, Konnichiwa, an amazing vlog, check that out. But like, you know, there's fans of Godzilla, there's fans of whatever happened in 1995 era, you know. And then there's the modern stuff, and I still remember, and you probably have just went there, you can just see it there. There's Godzilla just there. Jump cut, the original standee from work. And there, I do have the standee of Godzilla X Kong, but it is just literally the fin and Kong standing like that. And check out the channel, it's on the main page, Hidden Gems. Upstairs in the loft is the 6 foot by 30 foot Godzilla 2 standee with King Ghidorah on it. Got places to put that now, so that actually might make an appearance in the house because there is space these days. Anyway, I was a massive fan, and when Godzilla was getting a remake, I remember going to see the pictures, and I think from the first Godzilla to what I've just experienced, it's done a Fast and Furious, I'm not going to lie. I think each film is slightly different. I think the first Godzilla film, the bringing like, oh, we're in an era where there is a humongous monster, you know, creating that era. But then given what fans want by monster battles, you know, you don't go to see Godzilla running around from New York from a helicopter. You like to hear the origin story. And it was well grounded. I think the CGI was great. And then we got Skull Island after that, and fuck my life, that is how to do it. Everyone's heard the Beauty and the Beast story so many times about King Kong. I mean, I watched these all again recently because I had them in my hand. Like Skull Island, bit of a crap steelbook. But yeah, amazing artwork they did, but that is probably one of the best. Bringing Kong in, and then obviously setting up King of Monsters, which was a bold one to call it straight out the bat. There's Godzilla, they're all there. They've been absolutely milking it. It's one of them franchises where every DVD, Blu-ray, 4K all have different covers. It's a nightmare for a collector. I don't even know what I have when it comes to King Kong Godzilla. I just look up there above the camera and it's just a mess. Need to sort that out. Not going to be in this video, sort it out. But yeah, King Kong Godzilla. I always remember the story where I was with my ex and the faithful story of the guy who was pissed chucking bottles and then he got in a fight in the cinema. Walk up, he was chucking stuff, and that was the bit where they were going to introduce Godzilla at the end. The roar, the writing on the cave. Loving that experience of nearly having to kill somebody because you don't fuck around with Godzilla and King Kong movies. King of Monsters blew me away. Ghidorah, terrifying. Rodan, like they chucked all the eggs in one basket and see where they go, and then lead it to Kong. Then we got Godzilla Kong, and you know, that was what it was. It was a shame of lockdown with that, but again, building this multiverse, and they've went for it. You know, they haven't done a dark universe with Universal and Tom Cruise as the Mummy. Start with a different character. You may get somewhere. They've just build and build and build, and each film's been a bit different, you know what I mean? Godzilla Kong got very colourful, you know. I think King of Monsters is quite terrifying, the imagery in a lot of it, you know what I mean? Ghidorah is terrifying. Some of this, like again, the size of the special effects in that one are amazing. But let's talk about the new one. So I've avoided all spoilers, except for, you know, I kind of, when I seen that they were going to bring in the new bad monkey, kind of reminded me of the original Godzilla King Kong, where everyone was like, what the fuck's that? Running around his ginger little monkey. Thought that's where they were going with that. So Shamu, whatever you want to call him, obviously the pop final figure came out, so I was aware that there was that. I have watched Monarch. Monarch was bringing a lot of origin stories in. I was expecting some form of Russell to pop up there, flashback, cameo, something going down that, because obviously they've been building such a foundation with all this. And to be honest with you, how much they've put into that and how grounded they made that, this was like on acid. So anyway, the whole Hollow Earth thing last time, it's people, I mean, there's a documentary about Earth being flat, and now there's people talking about the boundaries of the Earth and how we're all just on flat surfaces and there's other continents and stuff like that. Yeah, the well goes deep, but the mythology of a lost world, people love all the way back to the early days of filming. And again, setting King Kong in a place where, discovery of that, because again, with the modern era of stuff going down, there's no place to hide left, really, is there? Everything's on camera, Google's everywhere. You walk out your front door, Google's there. Fucking, they block out my face, but not my dog. Anyway, off that rant. You know, it's kind of like they've built the foundation, and going from the last one to this one, every single movie seems to like just completely discard characters. There've been so many casts coming in here, from Ala Taylor-Johnson to O'Shea Jackson Jr., to Skarsgård in the last one, who's not in this one. The little girl who was in the last one, the girl who's mute, who is absolutely amazing. She brilliantly carried the franchise, but they've definitely fast-tracked her to a flying, spoiler alert, come here, the Queen of Mothra. And then you've got like Billy Bobby Brown gone, and her trusted sidekick was just literally getting on your tits in the last one. And then, you know, like some of the Marines and they just seem to just chop and change their cast and stuff like that. I thought like if they were going to build a multiverse, they'd build it bigger and bigger. You know, because you never know who's going to come in, even if we're just in for 5 minutes. But you know, it's worldwide domination. It's not like an isolated incident. It's like, oh, who are you going to call? Anyway, so I went into it. Obviously, I was aware Godzilla had a bit of a pink phase coming. But I hadn't seen it. And someone did comment about like, oh, this is where Mothra will be added in. And I was like, Mothra's dead, didn't she? Anyway. I went in to IMAX screen, 3D, recliner seat. And it absolutely blew my fucking head off. It really did. I mean, Carl had been to see it opening day. He described it as very Fast and Furious Transformery. Out the bat, it's subliminally more of a Kong movie, I would say, of a Godzilla. Godzilla just minging around. The Hollow Earth, again, there's lots there. I did feel like I got me Loch Ness Monster moment in this movie. But looking at the story and where they're going with this and bringing in the new evil monkey and the race of monkeys, and it's like, alright, you got it out before Planet of the Apes, new one comes out. I kind of liked it. And then the race inside the race and the Hollow Earth and that, I was just, I got a bit confused at one point about how hollow are they? Are they, what sub-level of Earth are they? So I got a bit like, where the fuck are they? You know, again there. I didn't think there was much comedy in it. I didn't think there was much terror in this as well. I always remember Mechagodzilla turning his head in the last one very sinister. I mean, it is the same director. And obviously, you've got like Son of Kong bringing in. I remember Son of Kong as a kid when the hand got drowned, when the island went down, terrified us. But again, they're looking at building a franchise and the pop vinyls, and again, aiming this more to kids. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, the toy franchise is huge. You know what I mean? And I love the fact that they're doing that. I love the fact that the first Godzilla movie is terrifying compared to this. But I love having the franchise for kids because that will keep the franchise going. But this big screen, the 3D, it took me a while to get used to the 3D again, but it was amazing. You know, fast tracks in, Kong running around, you know, he's looking for love, yeah, pretty much. Godzilla's just causing riots and seem to fight like the snake creature from the old Ebra of the Deep episode and stuff like that. So that was good. I loved the score. I've got all the scores on vinyl, and I think this is even more 80s synth vibe than the last one. Very colourful. Special effects were just mind blowing, and it was all kind of Hollow Earth and stuff in it. You know, pyramid scenes, Godzilla, Kong, like the tag teamish, bringing Mothra back in. I wasn't expecting Mothra. I should have seen that coming a mile away. No extra ending. Feel good popcorn finish. Robots now in it. Again, people are like, what the fuck, he's got a robot hand. Again, like, you look at it back in the day of how ludicrous. Have anyone seen the Godzilla where they've all got fish heads and a rave? They were trying anything back in the 70s to keep the franchise going. At this, they need to evolve with the times. What's shit hot at the minute? Transformers is getting messy. Beast Wars was like, oh yeah, them robot animals all this time have just been hanging out in the woods. No one spotted them at all. There was no fucking, oh, look at that. There was no mythology. Oh, he's been cast. No, he's just there. Just hanging in the woods. But again, it's what the kids are into, the franchises. They're trying to evolve stuff. Where they're going to go with this after this, I mean, I'm going to leave it at the outtakes for this to fill the void. So yeah, I'll see you in the outtakes. I don't know I think they should do one more. I think I said that last time. I think they should do one more. And it'll have to be an alien in some form. An alien, or, again, what I talked about before when Charles Dance is there and gone. I mean, has Charles Dance really came back after he goes, well, we found one. We could have a Mechagodzilla. I think we might get another Mechagodzilla thing. Possibly. I like it how they've sort of, you know, try to make their own when it doesn't rely on Toho's origins, because like Destroyer and that could possibly be the impending doom and death. You know, you've got Space Godzilla of all kinds of things, another Godzilla. Gigan is kind of like a hard one to do because he's got fangs and robotic claw, but again, as a kid, when they had the Godzilla world and they've got the fake Godzilla and the fucking razor blade hits Godzilla in the face and the blood goes everywhere, and you think as a kid, again, they grounded it, but I don't think they're as grounded as now. We now got fucking sub-levels to the earth, so I think if you're this far into the franchise, you know, fucking go for it. But I think the next one should be definitely the last one. I think Kong I don't think Kong or Godzilla should die. I think if anyone will die, it would be Godzilla. I think Kong is... They've created a passion with Kong. Godzilla could just self-destruct in a way to save the human race, and that's it. But they've kind of opened the channel of all these different titans and troubles and all that shit going down. But going back to the old franchises and stuff like that, there's kind of like a new big bad. I think they've just got away with this one. Just. An evil monkey. We'll get there. Evil monkey. Son of monkey. Evil monkey. Some kind of green dragon that at times did look like the 1995, 96 Strokezilla. It weighs. It was like an albino version of one of them. But you know, there's a lot of random creatures and big bads, but again, just looking at where they could possibly go, I think Gigan comes back. I definitely think Anguirus was back in this when he tries to steal Kong's thing, because I said that in the last review when they run through Middle Earth. Anguirus is obviously one of Godzilla's sidekicks with pretty much the hedgehog one, and you know, he's not really a credible threat. You know, Rodan's still flying around somewhere, and I think that should have always been Anguirus. They should have like, hey, you're not going to really get him in a big role. Get him there. So again, I don't think ever of the D for giant crab more than just popping up. I remember I don't think Jet Jagger was going to turn up, or the shrimp I used to always call as a kid, the red one with a mohawk, or the one with, I tell you what, surprised he wasn't actually in it. The bug, Hegera, whatever you used to call him, the one when he comes travelling through the earth and that. Surprised he hasn't made an appearance, been Hollow Earth and shit. But I think it's good. They could leave it now, it's a happy franchise ending, get a bit more steam in that, but again, I think the next one, what they should do, get as many of the cast back as possible, make it a worldwide fucking problem, have it an extraterrestrial origin creature, wherever they change the origins of all the other creatures they've had in there, bring down a new big bad, and just have an absolute warpath, because they've got loads of characters now as well, so yeah. Enjoyed it. I've already ordered the steelbook and I've already ordered the fucking vinyl. You know, it's cost us, over the course of 2 days, it's 20 quid for the ticket, 40 quid for the vinyl from America, so it's probably going to cost about 60 by the time it comes, Royal Mail. And then the steelbook is out later on this year. So yeah, thanks for watching this. Let us know what you like of the film. If you didn't like it, I'll try and chat to you as best as I can. But yeah, again, want to see what I thought about the rest of them, follow the channel. Goodbye for now.